When you think about stillness, I imagine you think about a complete cessation of movement, an absence of energy perhaps. But when we think about stillness in yogic or meditation terms, this is not entirely accurate. Consider just for a moment a spinning top, a child's toy. I'm sure you had one when you were a kid. I know I certainly did. The circular toy that has a plunger in the centre, and you pump this plunger and it makes the toy spin around. And it spins so rapidly and so perfectly balanced that it looks like it's not moving at all. It is a wonderful example of unconflicted movement in perfect harmony with itself. Right up until it starts to lose momentum. And as it loses momentum, the movement becomes erratic and wild as it bounces around the floor until it eventually comes to a stop. I think most of us, when we think about our lives, probably relate much more to that chaotic movement of the spinning top than to the balanced part. But why is that? Why can't we be the beautiful, harmonious, balanced spinning top? Well, it comes down to a question of action and attention. Wherever you put your attention, wholeheartedly give your attention to whatever it is you're doing and fully participate in something, energy flows without constriction, it flows fluidly, and it feels good. But how many of us today can say that we are completely unconflicted in our actions? And what I mean by that is, let's just take yoga class as an example. You come to yoga class and you're still ruminating on events that happened earlier in the day, or worse still, events that happened days before. You sit on your yoga mat and you have the shoulda, woulda, coulda mentality. You think about the things that you should be doing instead of sitting on that yoga mat, or the things that you would have done or could have done. So you're not entirely present in that moment, in that action. When you then come to practice yoga, you find that you're falling over, your balance isn't so good, the tricky asana are even trickier than usual. And goodness me, when you get to Shavasana, you are lying in that Shavasana just counting the seconds until it ends because you're squirmy and itchy and frustrated and bored. And it all comes down to your attention being like the spinning top as it bounces around the floor. It bounces from place to place and thing to thing, rather than being where you are right now. So when we think about stillness, stillness isn't stopping, it's not pressing the pause button, but rather bringing your focus to a single point. And that means switching off your mobile phone when you're talking to your friends. It means turning off the computer or the TV and giving your whole attention to your family, your kids, whatever action it is you're doing. We need to stop making multitasking this great achievement of our time, but focus on a single thing. And whenever you put your focus, even if it's just for a moment, entirely, wholeheartedly, completely, you are one step closer to becoming the living, breathing embodiment of unconflicted action in perfect harmony with itself.